So I'm going to click in this space and I will set a distance, just the same way SketchUp does. So I can just set the direction and now I type the distance. For example, 554. Okay, so now I'm going to draw the partition walls inside of this structure. For this, I can click on the wall tool again and I can set a new thickness. In this case, it's going to be 10 centimeters, so 0.1. Okay, so now I'm going to show you a new tool, which is the parallel wall. And as the icon says, basically what this does is select any wall, created wall, and with the current thickness will create a new wall parallel to the one I'm selecting. And I can just set a new distance, 2.59. Okay, so now I'm going to open a new tool, which is a extend wall tool. This one selects one created wall and will enlarge it or shorten it depending the direction I want it to go. In this case, I'm going to take it all the way to this wall, to this partition wall, and I click to select. With the eraser tool of Dibac, I can erase automatically any wall and it will fix the intersections. So if I press the Alt key with Dibac activated, you'll see that automatically all the intersections are fixed and the wall is eliminated. Dibac also have a continuous dimension tool besides the one that SketchUp has. So if I click on this tool and I just click on these references, you will see that I can see the different measurements. But for now, I'm using the default doors of Dibac when you install it. So I select it, and this is the attributes that this door have. Okay, so I select. Okay, so I'm going to insert it, for example, here. Okay, so if I want this door to be 60 centimeters from this intersection, I just have to type semicolon 0.60. Because that is the parameter that refers to the force, to force this door to a reference. So if I have this door anchored from the cursor in one extreme, I can just go to any of these locations and press Ctrl key. And you will see that the door will snap and will stay in one place. I just can click to confirm the insertion. Dibac also deletes the components or joinery and fixes the intersection. That means that if I press the Alt key and I click on the door, the wall will be filled again. So now I'm going to show you how to open and create the windows. I click on the window tool and this has different attributes. So I accept the default one and I go, for example, here. I press and I'm going to set it in the center of this section and click. Okay, so for that I'm going to click on the Choose Joinery tool and you will see that it opens one of my library components, and for that I'm going to set this door, which will be the main door, just here. Now I'm going to go for the components. So I'm going to start inserting different components to complete the project. First, I'm going to start with the bed. I insert it here. So I open this lamp, and before I place it in elevation, I type 0.45 because it is the elevation, the height of the table. Now we can see the magic of Dibac. We can select the whole floor plan. I make a group, and with the group selected, I can press on the convert to 2D to the 3D. And in a few seconds, you can see the result. All the components have been placed when I indicated in the model. The doors, the holes have been fixed. If I want this window to be a little bit lower, I can do it directly from the 3D model. So I can make a double click to edit this group that has been created. I can see the component here. I go to the Move tool of SketchUp, and using the arrow key to make it go down, you will see that, let me see, I'm just going to make sure that it doesn't interact with the toilet. Perfect, it doesn't. Now I can just go outside, click on this group, go back to 2D, and now click to go back to 3D. And you will see that the hole has been fixed and the component has moved to the position that I indicated before. So now I can select this group, I go to the Move tool, I go to this location because I know that this will go here. It will be projected to the floor plan. After doing this, I have to explode this and put it in the same group. Okay, so I explode, and now I have to select everything to be in the same group. Now I can convert to 3D. Alright, and to make it larger, more height to interact with this section, I just have to change the height of the walls. So right now by default comes to 3 meters. I'm going to set it to, for example, 10. And now you can see that these are interacting with the rooftop. Okay, so in this way, if I go to the stair tool, okay, and I set the height, different parameters, I accept, and I make a double click in one of the starts, you will see that I can create a path. So this will let me set a path of the direction of the stairs. So once I go outside, I can double click, and this will be a group created by Dibac. So if I go now to convert to 3D, you will see that the stairs have been also created with the parameters that I have established and created with the stairs. The 2D view that we have inserted and the Dibac Dimension sheet with the 2D view. Okay, so for that, now I can delete this one. I can edit this component, and I'm going to move the 2D view. For example, 2 meters, so I can just skip 2 meters away. Okay, and for example, I'm going to eliminate, I edit this one, I'm going to eliminate these prints. So I'm changing the materials and the details of the 2D view, which is going to be shown in Dibac. And now I'm going to change the materials. Right, so now after we have changed it, I place it back to where it was. Now we just have to right-click to the whole component and save as. I'm going to take it to the desktop, put number 1, and now I save. I go to my model before. I go back to 2D. I edit to insert the components, and I'm going to open a new one from Component Tool. It was in my desktop, and here is. I can place it here. You can see that it has also changed the details and the textures. So now I can just click on the group. I go back to 2D, to 3D, and the bench is represented in 3D.